Peace family, welcome to A Deck a Day. It is our pop-up shop day. I am very, very excited for it being Saturday, and Sacred Service Syndicate is going to be debuting in public for the first time altogether, selling our wares and sharing our sacred service. So I am definitely feeling the high vibrations and excited for that. But naturally, had to start off the day for you guys with a deck a day. And in honor of the central force of my sacred service and my products in regards to holistic healing are crystals. Crystals are in my Orgonite, as you can see. As always, crystals are basically what I do all of my jewelry with. I sometimes add metals and wood, but crystals are definitely the foundation of my Orgonite and my jewelry, as well as my potent potions, which all have a particular crystal that is aligned with each particular alignment or ailment, as well as herbs. So, since we're in weekend vibes, and I'm going to change it up for Monday, the next 2 days, today I'm going to be using a crystal deck, and tomorrow I as well I'm going to be using a crystal deck. This deck for today is going to have a very specific message on the back that I'm going to read for you that will resonate and align based on obviously the deck that you choose or the pile that you pick or the piece of Orgonite that resonates most with you. And it's also going to be a tip in regards to what crystal you should be working with. And it could be particularly that day or in general. Tomorrow's deck, however, is going to also be a crystal deck, but there's not going to be any specific writing whatsoever. So I'm really just going to pull from my particular knowledge in regards to that crystal, in regards to potentially chakra alignment or whatever may be coming through in that moment. But as well, it will be indicative of a crystal that you should be working with, again, either that day or in general or in combination with the one that you get today. So with all of that said, pick a pile. We're working with Get Orgonized Mirs. These are the extra large mirrors. We've got black tourmaline in this one. We've got blue kyanite in this one with a believe charm in it. And we've got this one that has amethyst in it that aligns with the pain prevention potent potion. So, whichever resonates with you, you will see which crystal is aligning with you. If you chose black tourmaline, then your message for today from the crystals and the crystal that you should be working with is sugilite or sugilite, depending on whether you say potato or potato. And the message reads, what is it? It's a vibrant purple. It is electric magenta, void black. The surface of sugilite calls forth otherworldly realms, dreamy, extraterrestrial, psychedelic. And its illuminating energy encourages you to leave behind reality and visit those far out regions. Who needs it? Anyone planning an escape from the confines of space and time. Where to put it? Wherever you dream, meditate, or grow your light. When to use it? When you're called to take your spiritual practice to another level. It's easy to stay stuck in something that isn't working. There's a comfort to safe and status quo, but there's an unknown out there with unlimited, blissed out possibilities. Ask Sugilite to light the way there. Stretch the limits of your imagination. Beautiful message, and a lot of what's been very forefront in the readings of late and the energy of late in regards to stepping outside of your comfort zone and pushing ourselves beyond, especially in regards to thinking of ways that we feel restricted or forced to make choices that we wouldn't necessarily make, based on what society is telling us versus what we feel that we actually believe in. So definitely expand your mind, reach out for things that are beyond the current understanding that you may have. Be open to opening yourself up, literally, to, thinking of otherworldly realities. This is definitely about ancestral alignment. We were just aligning with angelic forces this past week. So there's definitely been some extra resonance there. So reach out, particularly the angels and the messages that you've been getting, as you've been watching these a deck a day, and communicate with them. Your ancestors, speak their name. Definitely reach out, reach beyond, reach farther than you may have been, even though just by watching this, I know that you are reaching farther. There's more to go. The universe is always and ever expanding, so should we. So get yourself some Shugulite, and I will show you what it looks like by turning the card. There's obviously different versions of it depending on the cut and the grade and if it's polished or raw. But take a look on Google or wherever. That is the spelling. And I also always advise when I do crystal readings for everybody that chooses whichever card, whatever you get, whatever crystal you get, to look it up and read through whatever comes through, whether it's watching a YouTube video or just a general search, and read through it or listen through, and there will always be an added message that comes through specifically for you, or a specific physical ailment that this crystal may actually be able to help you with that you are already dealing with. So I hope that resonates. If you chose blue kyanite with believe and receive, as I always say, your message and crystal. Aww, I'm thinking of a very special person right now because this is her stone, rose quartz. It would be really cool if she chose this pile because she watches every day. But if not, it's fine because it's still for you because you listen in. Rose quartz says, rose quartz is love in rock form. Who needs it? The overly self-critical, sentient spiritual beings who love deeply, those in the healing arts or those who want to be. Where to put it? In spaces you want to zone safe and sacred, held with both hands to your heart with the utmost loving kindness. When to use it? When you feel like you always have to be the one to have it all figured out, to work the hardest, to hold it all together for everyone else. Rose quartz gives us a pink cashmere covered platform to be soft, sweet, and open to spirit. Take care of your heart. I did a guided meditation that was channeled a few months ago, but I did it on Wednesday night with my Queendom Quest crew for our new moon gatherings, and it is about starting with the heart. It is about healing the heart. We have to start with the heart. As long as we are doing our utmost to make sure that we are good, really truly good, that's the only way that we can ensure that everyone else around us that we love is really truly good. Rose quartz is absolutely the heart healer. Shugulite, I should mention, resonates with crown chakra. Rose quartz resonates naturally with the heart chakra. And it's the stone of unconditional love. It's the stone of self-love. And again, you have to start with loving yourself in order for you to fully and completely love someone else. All of these things become so cliche, over time. But cliche doesn't mean untrue. So let's just be mindful of those cliches, and it's part of the back to natural energy. Let's go back to those cliches and actually start practicing them and enacting them and realize how much they can benefit our lives versus just being words that we're so used to hearing. So I hope that resonates. This is a raw version of rose quartz, what it looks like. But again, definitely look it up and see what additional message rose quartz has for you, and definitely get you some rose quartz, and particularly hold it over your heart. If you chose the third one here, and I believe I said amethyst in the beginning, I'm going to correct myself if I did. This is fluorite, rainbow fluorite, for the pain prevention alignment, for the potent potions pain prevention. Definitely fluorite, rainbow fluorite. So if you chose this one, your crystal and message is apophyllite. Very powerful stone. New Age stone. What is it? Apophyllite acts like a teleportation device to places transcendent, often sourced from enchanted India, birthplace of Tantra, Yoga, Nagchampa. Apophyllite clears skepticism, cynicism, and logic from the spiritual path. Who needs it? Anyone looking for that ray of light from on high to hit them with something good. Where to put it? Wherever you practice religion, meditate, channel, pray. When to use it? When the spiritual life feels like a moving target. When you feel skeptical about your true purpose on earth. When you feel like your yeah but thoughts are dishonoring the innermost you. Beam yourself up, way up. I love that. This is actually one of my favorite stones. I have a apophyllite pyramid, a apophyllite mirror, and those are very, very powerful to work with and use on your third eye, crown chakra and higher crown chakra. This is one version. A lot of them are very, very crystal clear. Some of them are kind of a milky white, and then some of them that you can see kind of has some colorful inclusions in it. But again, apophyllite, I'll give you the spelling so you can look that up and get the additional message. If you can get your hands on some, definitely work with it to expand. Sugilite started off by talking about that opening and stretching your limits, you know, the limits of your imagination. And then we went into rose quartz, starting with the heart. So it's really kind of giving us an order of things. So regardless of the card that you chose, I love the order that these cards came out in, because it's really important to open yourself up in terms of stretching yourself, in terms of the limits again of your imagination of what you think is possible. And then once you're open in that way, that's when you're really going to be able to be more in tune with your heart, to see what needs to be filled, what needs to be thrown away. And then it's only from that place that you're able to expand subconsciously and consciously and spiritually and tangibly and intangibly in all of these magical starseed ways. And gave a little hint as to how we're going to start off our energy on Monday, but I will leave it at that. But I love how this is coming through, because I definitely did have a specific plan for the theme starting on Monday, and this reading is definitely confirming that direction, and that the message from that realm, from that energy, is definitely coming through. So I'm very, very excited for that starting on Monday. So I hope that resonates again. And tomorrow we will continue with another crystal deck, and that one again is not going to have any specific interpretation or meaning or message other than my expression in regards to my particular knowledge and alignment and intuition and channeling in regards to the crystal that comes through. And like I said, any crystal that comes through for you, or all of these, look them up, read it through. There's a reason that it's come through for you, and there's an additional message or something very repeated in terms of what you heard me say that is confirming, or something that was written specifically on the cards that comes back again to let you know that you should hone in on that particular information. So get your hands on a piece of these stones if you can as well. And if you need any crystals or the oils or organite or jewelry with any of these crystals or any others, you know how to get that. Hit me up. I got you. And in the meantime and in between time, and before I get to go to this awesome pop off with Sacred Service Syndicate, I hope you all continue to be blessed. And as we say and sing, time to get back to natural. Peace.